How wild is it to like think about the fact that Donald Trump was actually our president? Dude, when I was a kid, I used to watch The Apprentice.
You're fired. When I was a kid, I saw him on WWE.
Dude. Yeah, dude. It in Home Alone. You remember in he's on Home Alone too?
South Park really hit it on the head. That episode happened where we got Trump in and they're like, "You idiots! We were just kidding." And they all voted him in like, wouldn't that be funny? Because that's how everyone was. They were like, oh, f it. Put a celebrity in. He's a business guy. And then they did the whole racist bullshit. Dude, I mean, we were, like I said, college. When Trump got in, Future and Drake dropped What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, which was awesome.
I am telling you, that f***ing album was tits. Welcome back to another episode of Rowdy Parrot Podcast, the Rowdy Parrot Podcast. I'm your host, Casey Graves. Alongside with me over here, we got your boy Erik Graft in the motherfucking mix. Enjoying the ride as always. And we're rocking Two Drums. The podcast is sponsored, the official drink with Two Drums seltzers and Yup clothing. And for now, we're just loving it, man. We're basking in the ambiance. Erik, how you been? Welcome back to another episode.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. How you doing?
It's been literally a minute, man. I just, you know, I absolutely was thinking the same thing. I've been good, man. You know, I just got back from Austin. You know, I did great. I haven't left yet. We're just doing another clip. Yeah. Still got that trip going. I got a couple of things in the pipeline. We're probably going to carpool to another show in Miami and do very mediocre. We're gonna be all
kill
right.
It as always.
All we do is you go to Miami. You go, so what's up with BBLs and cocaine and traffic and messy? And they go, holy shit, those are punchlines. And you're like, oh god. Yeah. God, I have a burning passion to really just nuke Miami.
Just nuke it?
I just, you know what? Put one of those Fuka to you mines on a bamboo stick, and I'll stay underwater for as long as it takes. Oh man, is. I don't know where it's gonna go, but we're gonna have fun. I just gotta say, dear Miami, if you could ever so kindly, just, I don't know, stop building. Stop building. I saw you added a new highway. You ain't slick. You know, we're not. It just sucks. It's ruining everything.
Traffic's a bit.
And the crime rate's its mistress. And I just think, honestly, I don't know, man. Figure it out. I hate it.
Miami's wild, dude. It's also like dating in Miami too is so crazy because like it's.
Who have you dated in Miami?
Well, like going out with a chick. Not like I don't ever date a girl for more than like 3 times.
I was like, dude, why are you going down there?
No, dude. But I've been out on dates with chicks in Miami, but it's all about money, dude. The chicks down there, dude. Miami, it's all about money.
I met a chick recently. She was a singer. She went to that show in Mode. Shout out to Mode. Mode's doing good. Manny's doing great. I love the comedy in Miami.
I love Miami.
If Miami talent and film and all the stuff we got to do, if that could pick up and move somewhere else, that'd be cool. But I think that comes with it. It's a package deal. You can't not have that because it's so busy and everything happens. That's just But there was a chick that I saw at Mode and she seemed very nice and we talked and whatever and I had my phone out because she's like, you're a comedian? I have my phone out and I'm just, she's like, oh, look at me on this and I'm so-and-so. And I'm like, that's great. And she goes, what kind of iPhone is that? Like a 5? And I go, no, it's a 10. And she goes, oh, there's like 3 or 4 more models now, right? And I was like, this is a red flag.
You're one of those.
I don't like this at all. And she's like, haha, she's like, I go back and forth from New York to Miami, which is, I just heard worse and worser.
Right.
And then all of a sudden she's like, I'm spoiled. The moment a chick says I'm spoiled, don't talk to her again.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. This isn't a call her, mommy podcast, but I'm just saying, dog, like, I got a bone to pick with. There's red flags and everything. I agree.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of them, dude. That's like one thing that drives me crazy when chicks start asking about money right away, dude.
This is a good segment. I thought about this the other day. It's just off the dome. What red flags do you believe in? You know what I'm saying? As like from a guy's perspective and a girl's perspective, and I'm just gonna do a quick one, and you see exactly where I'm going and run with it. Mm-hmm. When a friend of yours that you haven't seen in a while, or like maybe you've seen in a while, and just you guys go do something because you wanted to, and it was a fun event or whatever. Like I got a text from a buddy of mine that goes, "Hey man, just want to say like thanks for a great time. I haven't been out in a while. I had a phenomenal night." I think that red flag is more of a pride flag. But to be honest with you, like, I think like I'm saying like, don't use phenomenal with me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Phenomenal is, yeah.
When you're, I had the meal was, I mean, we had such a absolutely phenomenal meal. We had an exquisite evening. You ain't no British poem, dude. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Be like, oh, it was
right. Like, be a person.
Yeah.
Like, be a fucking human being. No, that drives me crazy. Like, the like too nice. I think in terms of like red flags, for me, dude. If a chick's like, oh yeah, I'm still friends with my ex, and I like hang out with him a lot, I'm always like, oh, pass.
I would never
pass.
I would never
pass.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
still friends with my ex.
I'm
pass.
still friends with my ex.
No thanks.
Yeah. Well, that was just my thing. I just
dude, there's all sorts of red flags. Dude.
I don't know. I thought that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. I like the idea of like, I want to get some chicks on the podcast, and I talked to Clark, and he's got to talk to Logan about it, but I wanted to get him to like a bunch of like OnlyFans chicks in Miami. That's kind of what I like.
Plenty of them.
I'm interested in their lives, and not by why you think, because I'm me, but like I think because of just how you hear these crazy stories. It's almost like over the pants hand job prostitution is OnlyFans to me.
Yeah.
OBJ, prostitution. And I think it's like so funny to hear their lives. We're like, yeah, it's like one chick killed her boyfriend, the OnlyFans chick in Miami.
Yeah.
Heard about that?
Stabbed him. Yeah.
Yeah. And she acted like, she goes, I had no idea what happened. I blacked out. And she tried to plead insanity on the spot, and the guy goes, "Get the zip ties."
Well, she said that he was cheating on her too, and it's like, you get fucked on camera. Like, what are you talking about?
Right, but I get for profit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I bought you an Xbox.
Right.
So
meanwhile, yeah, exactly. I don't understand. Like, why are you gonna cheat on me for free?
Right. Because it was there, woman. That's why.
I think that we should get a bunch of OnlyFans. I think it would be awesome to have some guests on OnlyFans, like one over here, one over there, and just have them, like just maybe like
have them read Bible verses.
Oh, dude, busty in bikinis, and now a segment from Felicia, and she goes, "And God created the earth in 7 days," and
Genesis 24:3.
Or so like part the Red Sea and love thy neighbor type, and I don't know, make them do a sip test.
Sip
Clark's
test
got a
be
bunch
good.
of Two Drums. They have a bunch of like new flavors coming out, and we just blindfold them in bikinis, make it look like the Man Show,
and we have to pour it in their mouths. They just
yeah. We can make a video. We could collab.
Yeah, they might. We might as well start an OnlyFans.
Holy shit. If OnlyFans reaches Two Drums, we're losing a sponsor.
Are you kidding me?
That's it, boys.
Clark's gonna be like,
That's
enough
it,
is enough.
Put a damn swimsuit tank on and hold a mine next to a bamboo stick and sit there because you're lost. This is good. I like this, man. We gotta build something like this. This is sturdy.
Yeah, I do like this this setup.
What else you got on the archives? You had some things to say. Eric's got some things to get on his chest. Off his chest. Pause.
Pull that up. So I said, I had found an article which might be interesting if I can find it, of just 18 amazing quotes Donald Trump has said about women.
Let's hear it.
Hold on.
18 things Donald Trump. Where'd you get this from?
Google. I saw like somebody post something like a Donald Trump quote that was very misogynistic, and I was like, that's hilarious. I wonder if there's more of these. And I went out there.
Yeah, it's a bit at that point.
Yeah.
I love when people complain. Complain more. It's very good for the old joke writing. That's my opinion. What'd you get?
All right, hold on. There we go. I found it. Huffington Post.
Oh,
yeah,
well, okay.
This is a great one, and one I personally agree with him. Giving your wife negotiable assets is a terrible mistake. Said, I would never buy Ivana any decent jewels or pictures. Why give her negotiable assets? Trump quoted saying this to his then wife in 1990. It's like,
well, you know what's crazy out of context for a quote is like, you make things sound like he led with that sentence.
I know, exactly.
And then the follow-up could be like, and how was your day? You know, like it's all... Well, it could be taken out of context, like word salad. Someone told me that phrase. That's pretty cool.
Well, you can see it in this article. It's meant to just be a hit piece on him, and they're like purposely, like they take things out of context and put things in here that aren't even quotes. But some of them are just hilarious, good quotes. Like this one, he says, "Bad press doesn't matter as long as you've got a hot girlfriend." You know. Like he's like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says about me. Like that's
Holy
fucking
shit.
amazing.
If
dude.
my bitch looks nice,
Yeah.
then
He
write
says,
that article.
This is the exact. You know, it doesn't really matter what the media write as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. That was the exact quote to the Esquire in 1991. By
I could just
Donald
see them
Trump.
also like being like,
And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
nice piece of ass.
Oh my god.
And it goes on and on.
There's one other one. Hold on.
Dude, I think
Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
He's nuts, dude. There's hold on. Some of these are just dumb. He thinks breastfeeding is gross. he apparently.
We'll be right back.
Apparently, in 2011, when Trump was on trial, one of the opposing attorneys asked to take a break to pump breast milk for her infant daughter. Donald Trump got up immediately, his face red, shook his finger, and screamed, "You're disgusting. You're disgusting," and stormed out of the courtroom. That's nuts, dude.
I don't know.
That's so
Pixar,
funny,
it didn't
dude.
happen.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Why don't we just reenact all of these misogynistic quotes in sketches?
Right.
I think that'd be hilarious.
That would be. Yeah, that's a good idea.
On 5/15, like I'm running for governor.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to be Trump. I'm running for governor, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, but he also said this and this and this, and it's like drunk history where it's like someone else does my voice and I'm lip syncing exactly what you quoted me in the article, and then it flashes forward to be like, I didn't say that. It's not true. You know,
And then it comes back, and you're like,
you also went to a Cane's fast food restaurant, and after you completed your order, you said, wait, ma'am, also, do you happen to be black? And she said, yes, why does that matter? And you drove away.
That's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where he wakes up in first class on the plane. He's like strapped to his seat because he had taken too many Quaaludes. And Jonah Hill's just like, you were so messed up, they had to tie you down. You called the pilot the N-word. And he was like, I called the pilot the N-word. He's like, yeah, you're lucky we're sitting in first class.
That's
you don't
funny.
remember that scene, dude? Wolf of
No.
Wall Street, dude, that movie's nuts.
I gotta
All right,
rewatch
this
that.
is the last quote from Donald Trump I'll do that's fucking hilarious. I don't know why anybody's even offended by this. Nothing compares to first class pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just right. It's just right. Why are people
What's wrong?
getting angry
What's-
about that?
What's up?
Well, nothing compares to really good pussy. There's
Like if
nothing
you've had
like
great
anymore.
pussy versus mediocre pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what's your 2 cents? Hop in. It's creative.
Yeah. So,
We can hear you though.
we can.
Yeah, he's pleading the fifth.
He's split it.
Yeah, man. He's probably got a girlfriend. He's like, there's no way I'm gonna hop on the mic right now.
Dude, how wild is it though to like think about the fact that like Donald Trump was actually like our president and could be again? Like, dude, when I was a kid, I used to watch The Apprentice. Like
When I was a kid, I saw him
all
on
the time,
WWE.
dude. Yeah, dude. And in Home Alone, you remember in Home? He's
Home
in Home
Alone?
Alone too. Yeah,
Apprentice?
The Apprentice.
Dude, Gilbert Gottfried on The Apprentice was probably top 5 things worth noting in that time. Like he would have Celebrity Apprentice, and that shit was just so fucking funny. And the coolest part about it was South Park. I'm a big cartoon guy. Listen,
I love
you get what
cartoons.
you get and you don't get upset. I loved watching cartoons. This motherfucker loved watching how the Bay of Pigs started. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how we're polar opposites, which makes a good contrast for a podcast and Rowdy Parrot podcast. And I think that South Park really hit it on the head when like that episode happened where we got Trump in and they're like, you idiots, we were just kidding. And they all voted him in like, wouldn't that be funny? Because that's how everyone was. They were like, oh, fuck it. Put a celebrity in. He's a business guy. And then they did the whole racist bullshit and the whatever. Like, you know, they lead with empathy. But, dude, I mean, we were, like I said, college, when Trump got in, I'm not even kidding, bro. When Trump got in, when we were in college, this is not even related, but somehow it just makes sense to have this in the ingredients. Future and Drake dropped What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, which
and
was awesome.
I am telling you, that fucking album with all of the powdered gender reveal looking codeine on the cover was tits.
Yeah.
Top notch. What a Time to Be Alive.
Incredible.
Lock Her Up. I thought that was fucking cool, dude. Like, you know, even black dudes. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, a woman. Everyone was just so on brand. And it's almost like now they hate to admit that they like Trump now because it's like Jimmy Fallon resurfacing blackface to them. It's almost like I don't want to give anybody the in on me supporting something that isn't popular by that group of people. I'm like, fuck yourself. And this isn't a political podcast. It's just free form. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think most people in general are just over all of it. You know?
Yeah, it's silly. You get tired. Demi Lovato had pronouns. Themi. She was
non-binary for a while.
And then
now she's woman. No,
you
she's
saw
a
that?
woman again, yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm tired. That's her quote. She said, I'm tired of doing this. I got to wake up every day and play clown. It's,
yeah.
you know.
Think about how much effort would go into to doing that.
Yeah, dude, I'm Italian. My pronouns are A and yo and yous and guys. That's it. It's all you get. You know.
Fucking rigatoni and cannolis.
Rigatoni, please.
Rigatoni, please. Okay. Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
What are you, by the way? Everyone, guess ethnicities.
We'll
Drop
guess-
a line.
Dun, 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 dun,
What are
dun,
you?
dun. I'm 50% Norwegian, 25% German, and the rest is like a mix of French and Irish.
You did the ancestry?
Yeah, I haven't. My mom did.
Yeah.
And apparently she's actually got like 4 or 5% sub-Saharan African in her. So I think I do too, actually. And
I can see where this is going.
I'm trying to figure out the threshold. I'm trying to figure out the threshold of, when I'm allowed to say the N-word.
Yeah,
what
stick to
percentage?
Xbox.
What percentage like do you have to be at for that to work?
What percentage? I don't know. I say whatever I want.
I see some guys on mics, like Hispanic guys, saying it. I'm like, "Ooh, you're like the same skin tone as me, dude." Like,
Well, they
what are you
tried outing Fat Joe on that,
Yeah.
and they're like, "How can he say it?" He's like, "Bruh, you don't know who I am. Get this." Well, I don't want to say the whole quote.
Yeah.
It's not doing it justice.
Like, what's this Chinese guy doing saying the N-word? It's like, yeah, I think he is. Like, I don't know.
What threw me
He's
off was whatever the fuck Sean Paul was. I really like his music,
dude,
and I did. You know when you listen to an artist and you're like,
He's
wow,
Jamaican, dude.
He looks
white
like
Jamaican,
he looks
bro.
like Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down when he goes to Mexico.
Legend.
He's got the cornrows. He looks like Jeff Ross when he was doing the roast of James Franco. He just like tight cornrows. I think he's bald now, but either way, he threw me off. I was like, dude, this Jamaican guy's great, and then I go,
He's white.
what the hell is this guy?
Dude, I loved Sean Paul when I was like, dude, that was like all our middle school dances and stuff. Like, at
grind
that age was like
mode.
grind into. What are some of his big songs in the club?
Like glue.
Like glue, yeah, like glue.
Well, I
dude.
don't really care what
people
people say,
say.
and that's how we have to stop because YouTube will flag us.
Right.
That's as much as we get,
Dude, Sean Paul, the Jawaitan.
dude.
He's nuts, man.
I grew up on Sean Paul, Like Glue. This was like top 5 at the dance, right?
Collie Buds was good.
Yeah,
too.
College was good, but like that was also when you're like fingering chicks and listening to you're drinking Four
Smoking
Loko
weed,
and you're
yeah.
smoking weed out of a fucking broken bowl, and that's like that's like Vans Warped Tour, and you're wearing etnies and
Shopping at Hot
I'll
Topic.
keep going for him. I know he likes that shit. I know he's killing him. It's that's like you're going to PacSun and then you're dipping into Hot Topic just to see if they got a nice little Green Day shirt for you with a fucking studded belt. You emo. You fucking no, and then so that was my wardrobe.
A belt
and,
buckle
no.
that says "World Peace."
Yeah, dude. But I wish they brought stores like that back because that's like it got weird towards
I think
the
Hot
end.
Topic's still out there, man. I think you could still.
Can we see if Hot Topic's still a thing?
What? Of course, you were there last
right.
week. That's wild, dude. Did you ever go to Spencer's as a kid? Spencer's was fun, dude.
Loved
Spencer's was the
Spencer's.
shit, dude. I loved
Fake dog poop, gum that shocks your hand,
the fart machine.
the fart machine,
fart
and
machine.
then real fart poop bags. You could buy with the salts, and you crinkle them up, and you just throw them somewhere, and it goes off like a stink bomb.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
There's one in Boynton and Wellington.
Hot Topic?
All right, we're going to the Boynton Beach Hot Topic.
Oh,
I want to see
Wellington
what
Hot
people,
Topic.
Yeah, what are the people
What
like?
equestrian emo bitch with daddy issues
exactly.
is in the Wellington Hot Topic riding horses with a Nirvana t-shirt? Let me know. Drop the comments. Dude. Oh, I'm excited. I might go.
Yeah, I want to go see
I'm going
the
to Wellington
Hot Topic.
later tonight. I might go tomorrow.
You do jiu-jitsu up there, right?
I used to,
used
do
to
American
train up
Top
there?
Team out up there. But it's very, I love that place. Shout out to Shark. Shout out to everybody that I've met and love and still talk to this day. You find a community, you stick with the community, and you don't. And you leave a gym, you better have a good fucking reason, dude. It's like the army. You better shoot yourself in the leg and then tell them you got hit in Iraq. It's that serious with the dojos, and I because of distance, I can't. I used to live out there and I used to, work out there, but I had to move. But it was I was very at peace, and I might work something out with them again.
Yeah.
But dude, I just
you're a blue belt, right? Or
they do the prelim belts. So like I did white, green. It goes white, green, and I was a green. So I was only there for a year and a half, but I stuck with it like glue.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean Paul.
Hell yeah.
And they go white, green, blue, purple, brown, black. I think there's an orange and then like a turquoise blue, like a powdered blue, like kind of like that shirt you were wearing and that right there in the last podcast. But you're still going?
No,
I know you did
I was doing Gracie Barra for a little bit, but I didn't really have the time, so I'm just lifting. I'm just lifting.
Sometimes though, fucking MMA places, Man, they got to do what they can. Like a studio like this, very professional, top notch. Within like other different places that do stuff and window tint and whatever, and everyone minds their own business. I had a place, and I'm not kidding. I went to a place that shared a space next to a pet supermarket. The whole AC unit's connected from pet supermarket to jiu-jitsu. I tried the lesson. I smelled like a ferret for an hour and a half. I had to roll around smelling whatever the fuck pet supermarket was cooking.
Dude.
Parrot shit, ferret dick.
Dude, ferrets smell nasty, dude. They're gross. I had a buddy with a bunch of them. I was like,
You know the
kid.
smell.
Yeah,
You
dude,
know
they smell
the
nasty.
moment you've touched and smelled a ferret, you can't compare that smell to, you know, when you taste a drink and you're like, oh, that tastes like, I can never put ferret to like, you know, burnt hair from a, you know,
it's like this like weird
chick.
musky smell. It's like what I would imagine a Sasquatch would smell like. You know what I mean? Like a Bigfoot, like would smell like 1,000 ferrets that have been like jerking off together for a month. You know, like that's what Sasquatch would smell.
Boy, your mind is
I don't know.
going. I see you. The gears are turning.
But, yeah, I'm like, what? But dude, no, ferrets. Dude, they're so cool looking and like funny, but like they smell nasty.
That was a trend.
Bro.
Hey, we're going back on Hot Topic and Spencer's and PacSun and Vans and that was a trend. People would own ferrets.
Yeah.
Back in our
dude, I had a buddy with a flying squirrel. Actually, the same dude that owned these fucking ferrets. Dude, he had like everything. Dude, he had bearded dragons. It's actually wild. He had a bearded dragon. This thing escaped from his cage, and like there was like a hole in his wall.
Yeah,
and like he couldn't find it. They like put a borescope camera in there looking for it. Never find this lizard. Like ran into this hole in his wall, and it like 2 years later, he's like hanging out. And this thing just starts walking across his kitchen. It had just been living in the walls.
Flying squirrel?
Yeah, no, the bearded dragon lizard. It had been just living in the walls, eating like mice and like bugs and stuff. And lived for 2 years. Made it. Did just fine.
You know what? I would probably, like, if I could put one up in this attic right now,
they're sick.
I think that controls your pest problem right there.
Yeah.
A lizard, sacrifice lizards to go do the work for... what do you call it? That's like what do you call it? Theo Von was with. He talks like this. He has a very prestige. Jordan Peterson. Yeah. I wear a bunch of suits and God. I mean, it's god awful to
work.
I mean, ferrets. Ferrets. But he says he's like, do you know why you're called the Rat King? You know that's negative. You know. And he's like, what do you mean? Theo Von's like, so why would that be negative? And he goes, basically the Rat King, because that's Theo's nickname. He likes to be called that. The rats, that people would put rats in like a cage, like gladiator style, and they would just fight other rats, and then they would just keep feeding that rat the same competitor. They would fight more and more rats until finally they would just release that prepped rat into the village, and they would just kill off any other rats, and they were trained to then kill, fight, and eat other rats because of that ogre mentality, that fucking overindulged aggression that rat's been trained to do and hate and kill.
That's nuts.
They would send it out. You never saw that?
No, dude.
That's so. I guess so we got history.
Wild,
hey, who thought the kid had it in him, huh? Today? How about
that's
that? 3?
Nuts,
Thank you,
dude. Just training rats to go murder other rats. That's some gangster shit.
You know, I had sugar gliders in college. I already told you that.
What's a sugar glider?
You know what a sugar glider is? Aren't they cool?
Explain to the listeners what a sugar glider is.
So a sugar glider is a flying squirrel, but it feels like a chinchilla, and it looks like that stupid little squirrel on Madagascar, the cute little one with the eyes. Yeah. And they fly, and whatever. There he is. Like a lemur. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
That's exactly. I had Susan.
You had one of those fucking
Susan, because it reminded me of this chick I hated that wouldn't let me go on a date with her. So I called the fattest one Susan, and then I called the other one Rocky or something. I had Susan and something, and I had 2. I got them in Tallahassee. This guy was breeding them, This is a very Theo Von story. He was living out of a trailer with a bunch of these guys, so you can imagine the ferret smell on them.
Yeah.
But I woke up one day. I went sober in college for 5 months, and
Gay.
yeah, thanks. Well, you know, it wasn't any health reasons. I was just like, I want to see if I could do this. Someone challenged me.
That's cool. I'm just fucking with you.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. But I went and for 5 months, I went sober, and including that 5 months, I went on a formal to Nashville, and I went so sober that I shared a room. I had my date. I had my buddy. He had his date. We shared a hotel. I ended up. He was ripping on me. He's like, you fucking. And he's messing with me. I ended up bailing him out of jail that night because he pulled his pants down and did the mangina in the lobby.
Oh no!
And there was a kid there, and they were leaving the hotel, and they were going to charge him for exposing to minors and public drunk, or all the legitimates.
Did he catch those charges?
No, dude.
Thank
They just
God,
got him for
dude.
trespassing, and I had to drive because I was the only one sober. Point is, I woke up I was a late night. And I woke up the next day and I'm like, I did good. I did good. I'm not asking for nothing. Next thing you know, I'm taking a shit and I look at my notifications on my Venmo. Thank God my name's Casey sometimes, dude. That day, it's a universal female. I took a shit. I got a notification from a Chinese woman that thought she was sending money to her daughter, Casey Wuhao, or whoever the fuck. Casey, maybe Casey, number 5 spicy chicken, was not getting the Venmo payment that she had asked for. She goes, good luck. And she even typed like a Chinese woman. She goes, good luck, fly high, have... the accent makes it worse, but it's
all caps.
Okay, good luck. Have fun, girls trip. Have fun, girls trip. Hello Kitty gif, and that's not true. I made that up. But then she sent me $400 or $500, and I was like, holy crap, that's sweet. And I went home and I bought those fucking sugar gliders in Tallahassee. That's exactly how much they cost. I think I got ripped off.
So you're
You're in luck, kid. How much money do you have? $582? That's exactly how much they cost. And I bought them in every tailgate. We're throwing them around like a football. Dude, chicks were loving to pet them and they get them on my arm. And the cool thing was, this is the craziest part. We'll close it out here, Christian. The coolest thing was, girls would love to come to the tailgate. We drove more sales. We put more return on investment with these chicks coming to our tailgate because I had these exotic animals and they would take pictures and they go viral at FSU game days with the fucking rats on them and with my sugar gliders, and they would poo. And what they have a gland. They have like how tigers. You ever seen tigers piss that squirt? You ever seen them do that fucking? You know what I'm talking about? How cats, they mark their territory with like this squirt type of thing. These sugar gliders would squirt on these chicks like some sort of like, not piss, but like a volatile smell. And you couldn't get it off because it was like oily. And every tailgate, guys that would talk to these girls, some of them, they would back off. They'd be like, oh, dude, Casey's already been talking to him. He smashed a couple of them or he whatever. Because I would throw them on them and they'd mark their territory. And the next thing you know, like, I'm like, hey, I met a chick at the bar. I was like, you still got my stench on you. She's like, what? I go, yeah, my sugar glider pissed all over you, huh? And she's like, yeah, I was there. And I was like, oh, what's your number? And like, that was cool. I was like, I would go hunt. They would train me to be like, oh, these ones. And nine times out of 10, they would pee and shit on the fat ones.
Right.
But
that's so funny. Dude.
You got a couple of gems in there.
Wild. So that's hysterical, though, that like we just glossed over the fact that you got those by like scamming a Chinese woman. That's
no, but it's free money. I was
It's
talking to my
free-
buddy. He's a bookie for the UFC fights. And I go, yo, I feel kind of guilty or weird. Like, am I getting in trouble if I accept this? He goes, bro, Venmo doesn't really, they never figured out it was like Venmo was new. They were like, bro, once you send simple transactions, that's your cash and you spend it the way you want. And I was like, say less. So then I just kept the money. Thank you to the Chinese woman, wherever you are. If this podcast gets monetized, I will compensate you with 2 sugar gliders.
Hell yeah.
And that is...
we'll give it 3 sugar gliders.
yeah,
for
like a
interest
lambskin
there.
condom. We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. You can follow me on Casey Graves podcast, aside from the Rowdy Parrot podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe for the... What's up? You could like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Shout out to Two Drums for this podcast sponsor and Yup Clothing. If you don't know, now you motherfucking definitely will. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me at Casey Gray's Comedy. Follow Erik Graft at
Erik Graft Comics.
Yeah, if he's got any things coming up, he'll always put it on his story, his Instagram. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thank you, Christian. And thank God. Go with Christ, everyone.
Be gone, Rowdy Parrots.
Peace.
Peace.